back to my channel Fly High with Priya. In this video, I'll be discussing the summary of the play by Tennessee Willaims, and that is The Streetcar Named Desire. Now, this play was first staged in 1947 and was performed 855 times on stage without any interruption. Now, this is the most celebrated play by Tennessee Willaims, and it is the play which won Pulitzer Prize for him. Now, starting on with the play. When the play opens in scene 1, it is shown that Blanche Dubois has reached New Orleans. It is a place, New Orleans, and she has reached there and she has come by a car, and the name of that car is, that streetcar is Desire. Okay, she has got down and now she's just looking at the surroundings. She means the surroundings are not that beautiful. They are just middle class, you can say lower middle class apartments are there, and she's searching for the apartment of her sister Stella. She has married, Stella has married a simple man, common man, and they are living here in this place. Now she has come to meet Stella. Now as she's searching that where is Elysian Fields, so, and she is described, means how she looks is described. She is in her 30s and she is getting older day by day. And as she has come, she's wearing white clothes, means all beautiful white gown she's wearing. She's having fur in her hands and she's wearing a cap, and she is carrying a very big, huge trunk with her. Now scene shifts and Elysian Fields are shown, and Stella is standing and waiting for her husband, Stanley Kowalski and Mitch. They are coming from their, you can say, shift. They have come, they are basically workers. They are wearing blue denims. Now you can see the contrast between two characters in this scene only, in this act only. Means this girl, this lady Blanche is very sophisticated, superior in her dressing sense, in her manners, while Stanley is in very much contrast. He's a worker, he's wearing blue denims, and he's very rough in his behavior. He's carrying a packet of meat in his hand, and it is all blood stained. Now, as he was walking, as they were walking, both friends were talking. Stella sees them and he just throws that packet of meat towards Stella. And he says that we are going to see the match and I'll come back home after some time. Now Stella says that I also want to see the match, so I'll accompany you. So she also goes with them. She exits. Now in the meanwhile, what happens? Blanche comes and she sees the apartment and she's very much shocked that is this the apartment where my sister is living. She's welcomed by the second floor women. Means there are different apartments, and Stella and Stanley lives on first floor, or you can say ground floor, and there is a lady who is living on the upper floor or the second floor. So she welcomes this Blanche, and as Blanche introduces herself that I am sister of Stella and I am searching for her, so she welcomes her inside the house and makes her comfortable. She offers drinks to her. Now this lady Blanche says that I don't drink. She refuses to drink, and as that lady tries to convince, talk to her, she's not interested in talking. Means she avoids her, and she says that I'm tired. I want to just rest. So this lady goes and Blanche is there alone. So first of all, what she does, she quickly goes towards that cupboard where alcohol was, and she quickly pours the alcohol in the glass and drinks it, and then washes it and keeps it at its proper place. She wants to show that she's not a drinker, you can say, or alcoholic. Now then she does, what she does, she takes out a paper lantern and she covers the bulb there. Now what happens, as she was sitting and watching the apartment, Stella and Stanley both comes, and Stella is quite shocked that, oh, my sister has come, and she's happy to see her though, and Stella is very suspicious about her. Means and then she says that I have lost our estate Belle Reve, we have become bankrupt, and we were having money, but that money was spent on grand funerals of relatives. Means there were so many deaths in our house, and that's why in that funerals the money was spent. Now this Stanley is very much suspicious. He thinks that she's not willing to give the share of Stella, that's why she's just making excuses. So he demands for the papers, that where are the papers, and he starts searching by opening that trunk, and he says that if you're bankrupt, then how can you have so much, you can say, very costly, expensive dresses. You're wearing such expensive dresses, and trunk also you are having furs and all these things. How can it be possible? And this Blanche is not able to, you can say, answer to those questions. And as he takes out the paper, he sees and reads that what it is. And so she just snatches at it, and she says that these are the love letters which are given to me. How can you just watch it? Yeah, look at them. So this Blanche just snatches it, and then he burns that letters. That because of your touching, they have become, you can say, they have lost their piousness, purity. So she burns that those letters, love letters. Now she explains that her husband was homosexual, and he caught him in a bed with a man, and that's why he committed suicide. So she has to work as a teacher, and now has come to stay with them for a while. Now Stanley is not very much convinced, and she says that I'm tired, I want to take bath. So she goes there and spends so much time in washing herself and in bathing. So it means this process of bathing is done again and again by this lady. She doesn't want to face people. That's why she spends so much time in that bathroom only. Now what happens? The scene shifts. Stella is seen saying that we should go for dinner. Blanche ko kehti hai. So Stella and this Blanche go for a dinner, and a poker night is basically organized. The friends of this Stanley are you can say invited, and they all play poker while Stella and Blanche were outing. There also means Blanche is not comfortable. She is very much conscious about her makeup. She says that, am I looking good? Am I looking proper? Is my makeup okay? Is my dress okay? So she's not comfortable at that very place also. Now as they were there, she says that I'm quite tired, we should move. So they come back, and before entering house also, as she hears that there is so much noise coming from that house, so she just you can say does her makeup. Am I looking perfect? She asks like this. Now she's not able to accept that she's becoming old day by day. She's not able to accept that. And when she enters, all the friends were playing, and then the Mitch, the person Mitch, he comes there, he just excuses them and goes for a washroom. There he meets Blanche, and they start talking. They introduce themselves and what they are doing, and means they are both quite attracted towards each other. Now what happens? Stella says that it is quite late. You should means pack up. It is the game should be over. So Stanley becomes angry, and he hits Stella. And Stella is taken upwards on the upper floor, and Blanche goes on and goes and switches on the radio. Now Stanley is very much angry, and he comes there and just picks up the radio and throws it outside the window. And he was so much angry on that very plane. So the friends jo hai usko, they grab him and take him under the shower so that he may come into his senses. Now what happens, as he comes back into his senses, he goes to Stella, and he convinces her, says her sorry, and so and so. And now next morning scene is shown. Blanche sees that both Stella and Stanley, they are quite comfortable. Now she was expecting that as there was a fighting between them, hitting process was there, so they'll not be talking. But to her surprise, they were talking very normally. So as Stanley leaves, she asks that how can you live with such a you can say insane person, animalistic characters he is having. He looks like as if he belongs to the Stone Age. Means he has not you can say advanced as the time has passed. He is having all the ape-like characteristics, and means all the negative things he just speaks about Stanley. And Stella jo hai, keeps on listening, and she doesn't respond to whatever Blanche is saying. Now this Stanley overhears whatever the comments were made by Blanche on about him, but he doesn't react at that time. Now what happens, that Blanche is quite involved with Mitch. They are meeting, they are going outside, and means at night they used to meet, and there is a kind of romance, you can say. Now Stanley talks about the person from Laurel as they were sitting. So Blanche becomes very, very, very uncomfortable when she hears the name Laurel. Laurel is basically a place where she used to teach as a teacher, and because of her ill conduct, she was rusticated. So Stanley becomes suspicious that why she became so much uncomfortable, and he just you can say gathers information regarding Blanche, and he comes to know that she is a loose character lady. Means she's a whore in Laurel. Means she is recognized as a whore and takes every man handy. So this man is, you can say, very angry, and he buys a ticket for her so that she may leave that particular place. Now Blanche is having birthday, scene shifts, and Blanche's birthday is there. A dinner is organized. Mitch is also invited. Means they four are just about to dine. Blanche is, you can say, getting ready for she has been getting ready for about 4 or 5 hours, and she is thinking that today Mitch will propose me and we'll get married. So there was a conversation in between Mitch and this Blanche, that Mitch is having a mother and she's very ill, and she wants a good daughter-in-law for their house before she dies. And so this lady is thinking that Mitch will propose her today. Now as she comes and sits, and as they were talking, an argument starts between Stanley and Blanche. Now Stanley exposes her that whatever she has done in that place, Laurel. Stella is quite shocked that how can this be possible, and Blanche accepts everything, that yes, she used to get involved with people very easily because she has seen that her husband was a homosexual, he committed suicide, she was not mentally stable, and as she was not able to handle situations, so she got involved with different men. And she also accepts that she got romantically involved with a boy, 17 years old boy in the school, and his father complained about that relationship, and that's why she was rusticated from the school. So this is means she accepts everything, whatever she has said, she has done. Now what happens is Stella says that my water has broken as she was pregnant, means it is needed that she has to go to a hospital. So Stanley takes her to that hospital. Before that, he also says that I have told everything about you to Mitch, and he has denied to marry you. He will not be coming at the dinner. After listening all these things, this lady Blanche is very much heartbroken, and she's sitting, and she doesn't know how to react, and they all leave for hospital. In the meanwhile, Mitch comes to meet her. Now, Mitch is very much angry at her, and he says that I can't marry you. Before that, he just removes that paper lanting, and he says that I haven't seen you in proper daylight, you can say, or in proper light. We have always met at nights at very darky places, and I don't know how you look. So he just removes that paper lantern, and he says that you look quite old, as I have thought. And he says that I can't be with you. My mother can never accept a girl like you. And so Blanche tells him everything, whatever has happened to her, and Mitch sympathizes her, and he says he's ready to go in the bed with her, but he's not ready to marry her. And this means she's so much upset by that incident, by this, you can say, the behavior of Mitch. She says that fuck off, yeah, get lost, whatever she says like this, and Mitch leaves. Now what happens as she calls somebody, and she says that so person is waiting, and I'll be going in his ship to Caribbean Sea. And Stanley comes. He's very drunk and he's very angry at Blanche, and as she's packing things and she's pretending that she'll be going to a beautiful place in Caribbean Sea, so he says that it can't be possible, it is not possible, how dare you speak like that, all those words for me, means he's angry about those words which this lady has said for Stanley. And in that very, you can say, mode, in that alcoholic state, he just starts seducing this Blanche. She tries to protect herself, but she's not able to protect herself. She even breaks the bottle of alcohol and just does like this to protect herself, but he just disarms her and throws her in the bed and rapes her finally. And she is brutally raped by Stanley, and therefore he's satisfied. But this is how he satisfies his ego. Now the scene is shown after 3-4 days. Blanche is in a very distressed state. She's not, means she has broken. She has faced the reality, harsh reality, and she has told her sister that he has raped her. But Stella says that as she's not mentally stable, she doesn't accept that what her sister is saying. She thinks that to you can say to look good, you can say, or to so that Stella may sympathize with her. That's why she's accusing her husband. And this Stanley says, or you can say tells this Stella that I have called the doctors from lunatic asylum, and she'll be sent to lunatic asylum. Now, as the van arrives, Blanche is in a state that somebody is coming to rescue her, and she'll be going to see in the sea with him. So doctors come, the doctor and a nurse comes, and Blanche is very happy that she's going to a very good place. She'll be happy, and means she's happily going she's going to a better place. And what is it is shown that Stella and their baby, they three are standing and they are walking towards their house again. So on this very note, the play ends. Now it is a very sad, the end was very sad. Whatever has happened to Blanche was, you can say, quite not acceptable. but she has faced so much, and she was the main flaw in her character was she was not able to accept the reality. She never faces reality and builds an illusionary world around herself, and because of that illusionary world, she has doomed herself. She has she has lost the Belle Reve, the estate, but she was not ready to accept that thing. She dresses and whatever her lifestyle is, she follows that lifestyle only, and she has lost her husband, and that thing also she's not able to accept. That's why she gets indulged with different men, and this is because of this thing she suffers in the last. Basically, the theme of illusion versus reality is shown by the dramatist in this particular play. I hope the summary is very much clear to you. Thank you for watching. जाने से पहले do subscribe, share and like my videos. Thank you. Bye bye.